Hey, it's Rob Hefner here again for Talk of the Town, hanging out in the town hall of Pinetop-Lakeside. And I've got with me Mayor Irwin. How are you?
I'm great, Rob. How are you today?
Doing well. So normally I see you on the dais and it's all formal, but you're hanging out here. You started off this morning. Today is the actual birthday or the official start of the incorporation of the town of Pinetop-Lakeside.
Right. 40 years ago today, Navajo County Board of Supervisors approved the formation of Pinetop-Lakeside after it had been voted on about a week prior to that.
Yeah, so I had the dates messed up on the marquee if anybody saw it. I had the 25th to start, and then we went to the 31st. But the 31st is the official day that was certified.
Exactly.
Okay, so you started off this morning doing some work, didn't you?
We did. We had a highway cleanup. The town of Pinetop-Lakeside has a mile of Highway 260, White Mountain Boulevard, that we clean up several times a year. And so we started out. We had a good turnout. We had some firefighters and police officers, council members and staff, and cleaned up that section of highway. Very
cool. And then you went over to the community center.
We did. We served lunch. I think there were about 55 guests there, and we had a beautiful cake in celebration of our Ruby anniversary, and everybody was pretty excited about that cake. It was real good, and of course they had a great meal for us, so it was a nice lunch.
So in the history of things, 40 years doesn't seem like a whole lot because a lot of us are older than 40. So it's kind of interesting to have something that started in 1984, and here we are celebrating it out. You were actually there when it all started.
I was. In fact, I worked with Mary Ellen Bidorf to collect petition signatures to get it on the ballot. So I do have quite a history with the town. It's been a great history, and I think we've accomplished a lot in those 40 years. There's a lot left to do.
Yeah, so it took a couple tries to get the town actually to define what its borders were. Is that correct?
That's right. If I remember correctly, there were two separate votes, and they had to kind of adjust the borders to get it to pass the vote.
Okay. And I bring this up because why did they decide they wanted back there 40 years ago to become a town?
Well, I think there were three key issues that the town people had identified. One of them was local control of zoning. So people were able now, as everybody knows, to come into town hall and get a building permit, to apply for a zone change, or, a multitude of different things rather than having to go all the way to Holbrook. That was one of the driving forces. And another one was animal control.
No.
Back then, there were a lot of animals that just ran the town. And that was a problem. And the third thing, which was really the least of the three, was our roads. Everything was dirt back then, primarily.
Yeah, and it's funny because just yesterday I was out there. They were actually paving. We had a new paving machine, and they were doing a ADA compliant walk that goes down to the pier, the fishing pier over at Woodland Lake. And Councilor Krigbaum was there actually running the paver.
She showed me pictures. She was pretty excited about that. So that's nice she got that opportunity today.
Yeah. So, the town's really about just joining together, being part of the community, and having, like you said, the local control of everyone being part and having a voice, right?
Exactly. And we can offer all those services right here at everybody's doorstep, basically.
Okay, so you've got another 2 years in your term still going here as
right. Mayor.
What do you see for the future, moving into the next 40 years?
Well, I don't really have a crystal ball that goes out that far, but if in the near term, I'm really looking forward to the potential of us acquiring the balance of Woodland Lake Park. That's been a dream of this community for well over 25 years, if not the whole 40 years, but probably the last 25 years primarily. And I think if we can get that, that's going to be a real feather in our cap. That will open up possibilities for a bike park and other amenities within that 435 additional acres. So that I think there's also opportunities to attract new businesses to our community. Growth is inevitable. Change is hard, as change was 40 years ago. But we have to accept that and continue working together.
Very cool. Anything else you'd like to say to the people here in Pinetop-Lakeside?
I just appreciate the opportunity to serve everybody. We always have open doors, so if anybody has any concerns or things that they think we need to look at, please let us know. And I look forward to the next 2 years at least.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Once again, that's Stephanie Irwin, the mayor of Pinetop-Lakeside. I'm Rob. This is Talk of the Town. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or just want to know more, check the links down below and we'll get back to you, and have fun out there.